former chief strategist Steve Bannon. According to the Washington Post, in a story that's just breaking, he's now pitching a plan to try to cripple the Russia probe. Step one, according to the report in the Washington Post, is firing Rod Rosenstein. Joining us now by phone is the Post's Karun Demirjian. Karun, thanks so much for being with us. So explain your reporting. What exactly is Steve Bannon pitching to West Wing aides?
Well, this is my colleague Bob Costa's story, and basically it's that he's pitching this plan that would be a way to pick apart the Mueller probe, basically, starting with Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. He's the person who has authority over Mueller's probe. He's also newly come back into Trump's crosshairs because he had to sign off on that search warrant to actually raid the offices of Trump's personal lawyer, Michael Cohen. And then another part of this plan that Bannon is pitching is that the White House stop cooperating with the Mueller probe and start to assert a rather broad interpretation of executive privilege that would even involve seemingly revoking some of the permissions given to our aides and others who have spoken to the special counsel's team already. So he's basically saying the president should go basically into political warfare over this by both picking off a person that has been the top official at Justice with authority to oversee all of the parameters of this probe, and also refusing to play ball, and in a pretty broad sense with an executive privilege invocation that would cover more than just himself.
Is there any indication that the president or anyone on his team is listening to Bannon or inclined to listen to Bannon?
It seems like where he is right now is in the stage of trying to corral allies to push this. Certainly that we've seen over the last few days that the president is itching to do something, not comfortable with the situation as it is. We see him issuing new statements almost every day, but it seems like the president is reticent to quite take this step, and as it says in the piece, it struck people like Bannon that maybe needs a nudge in that direction. They can provide that by laying out this plan, which they think that it could actually work. But again, remember, Bannon's not inside the White House right now. He's trying to talk to allies within the White House, allies on Capitol Hill that can maybe push the president in this direction. But that's Bannon no longer is has the stature that he used to when it came to being the person that whispered in the president's ear about everything. And that, of course, goes back to last summer, the Fire and Fury book, Bannon leaving the White House, and all of the bad blood that still exists there, which potentially mitigates how much influence Bannon can have over the president and his allies. They're actually going to listen to him and put this sort of a plan into effect.
It's fascinating.
The political stakes of doing so are very high, of course.
Yeah.